Alright, fuckers and fuckettes, this here is a little 250 Rebel. I finally sold that 76 CB750 automatic yesterday. I'm keeping the 75 for me. So there wasn't much point in finishing out on the 76. But the guy gave me this because he was a little short on cash. And I give him 300 credit for it. I probably should have given him more if I'd have known the problem was so simple. It had a fuel delivery problem. He had cream coated his tank and patched his tank real nice and did all that happy shit. But what he had failed to do was he had a filter in the line, but he reused the old fuel line. And a lot of people don't realize that that old fuel line, if it's sat long enough, it doesn't just dry rot on the outside, it'll dry rot on the inside. And what happens is then you go running fresh fuel through it. Sure, it runs good for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden you got chunks of fuel line on top of that little screen on top of your float needle valve. And guess what? That's all it was. I had to clean that shit out. And I had a fucking 250 Super Dream carb I spent last night rebuilding. I was going to put on here, and then I pulled this one off, and I just had to, you know, I looked at it. Well, shit, that's all it is. So I went on ahead and put in new needles, new jets, new diaphragm, new float needle, reused the original float because it was in good shape, and it's one of them plastic ones. I mean, if they're leaking, they're leaking. If they're not, they're not. And let's see, I changed the oil, adjusted the valves. That's all I've done to this fucking thing. Check this out. Not bad for a morning's work. I'm going to put it up for sale. I'm going to do one of them Craigslist ads I'm getting famous for. 750 as is. You finish painting it. I finished painting it. It's going to go to 12 or 1500. And I've actually got some stencils that I wouldn't mind putting on this one. But I mean, if somebody buys it in the next couple of days before I get to painting it, fuck it. If they don't, you know, hey, I got enough other projects. This will probably sit around a while, so. Yeah, I can kind of get enthused on this one because I do like the shape and the look of that tank compared to some of the Rebel tanks, but yeah, do I really want to do another Rebel right away? Alright, we'll holler at y'all fuckers and fuckettes later.